2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting. It's time for the NBA. Live on 2K Sports. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks had far and away.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the two-guard position. And for the Mavericks, Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the three, the small forward. And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. And stolen by Richardson. Porzingis with the ball. Now Covington defending. Out to Doncic. Shoots over Lillard. A shot off that time. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision where he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
And that one's good. Doncic.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Now, here's Lillard. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Tipped away. Nurkic with the steal. Inside, Lillard. After two misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. That shot off. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Tries from 16. Lillard misses. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Here's Doncic, following the score by Damian Lillard. In close, and the nice bucket inside for Marjanovic.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Lillard against Doncic. And the rejection by Marjanovic.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him in tough shots to score.
Here's Doncic. Richardson left side. Offensive rebound. And Marjanovic with the slam.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the defense has to be aware of this. When you don't put a body on him, you pay the consequences.
Nurkic can't hit.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And here's Porzingis for a three. Portland grabs the miss. A minute 50 left to play in the first quarter. Unloads from 13. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist from Covington. Lillard's got 6. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. And listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mention. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Oh, you can't give any lane to the basket. Once Lillard sees it, he jumps all over.
Jones against Doncic. Marjanovic kicks to Doncic. 51 seconds left in the first quarter. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. Trailing by 2. Passes it to Nurkic. An easy 2 points on the layup. Nurkic has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, I love Nurkic's shot selection. I mean, outstanding at getting to his spots and converting.
And Doncic, here we go.
He puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Redick for three. The rebound by Giles.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Powell kicks to Anthony. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Portland shooting their first free throws of the evening. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Showing no mercy right now. The shooters look frustrated seeing so many of their shots get stifled.
On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Anthony. And it's Cantor in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Harry Giles is checked in for Portland. Now here's Brunson. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor.
Yeah, with no defensive pressure at all, you've got to be able to make that exchange.
Cauley Stein kicks to Hardaway. Rebounded by Anthony. Portland leading.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. He looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
Here's McCollum. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
What a dead-eye McCollum is from that range. Such a tremendous feel for the mid-range jumper.
Brunson scanning the floor. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer.
Now here's McCollum for three. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Outside Hardaway. Here's Powell. Redick against Powell. 11 feet away. Outside for Redick. Shot clock at 6. Offline with his 3. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And a wide open look for McCollum. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Well, McCollum, he's a threat in transition. He excels at leaking out, and then he knows where to run in the open floor.
To the paint. Here's Cauley Stein. Tries again, and he lays it up and in.
Now, with all the intensity he plays with, boxing him out is a chore. A tough one.
Pass to Powell. Pass to Giles. Down low. Here's McCollum. It's tipped. Fast break Dallas. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
I'll give credit to the arms of Cauley Stein. They go on forever, which makes him the ultimate alley-oop finisher.
Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Again, McCollum missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And they go to the intentional foul, and it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Doncic outside. There's the pass to Porzingis. That gives them the lead. Porzingis has got the lead up to 2 now for Dallas.
And a little contact won't go a long way against Porzingis. What a display of physicality.
Doncic with the steal. Richardson right side. Lillard against Doncic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Oh, you're right, and I love the opportunistic approach. These kinds of hustle plays can be game changers.
Here's Lillard following the score by Dallas. And the rejection by Marjanovic.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Lillard against Doncic. Lillard attacking, and Lillard throws it down.
And once Lillard hits the ground running, he's ready to throw it down. The D has got to step in front of him to prevent that.
Doncic left side. Out to Porzingis. And 1:01 left here in the second. Finney Smith passes to Doncic. 4 on the shot clock. From 13, here's Marjanovic. Dallas again missing. Trailblazers trail by 4. Here's Simons. And the shot goes down. Simons has got his first 2 points.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. Out to Porzingis. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. Gets it to go from 8 feet.
A knockdown shooter, really from anywhere on the floor. Porzingis knows he has the green light to fire from there.
The shot by Lillard wide open. And the 3 ball is good. Lillard's got 15.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
Doncic kicks to Marjanovic. It's stolen by Jones. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. For Portland, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Knocked loose. Doncic with the steal. He can't get it to go. And some good action through the first 2 quarters. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He ended up with 15 points and that.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
They've got Marjanovic. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. And the dunk by Doncic.
Oh, yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson. Values the easy assist over a risky shot.
Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy.
Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Shoots over Doncic. Here's Giles, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Powell comes in for Porzingis. Hardaway's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Josh Richardson. And it's McCollum off the drive. Here's Giles. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball.
And that's a gift if I've ever seen. They've got to communicate much better out there.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Brunson's checked in. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Cauley-Stein, great positioning on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
Oh, man, the relentless pursuit of the basketball by Cauley-Stein. Just a tremendous hustler on the offensive glass.
Here's McCollum. Offensive rebound. And Hardaway comes to help. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. 6 to shoot. Here's Lillard. Ball's knocked loose. Mavericks leading by 3. To the middle. Releases. Here's Powell. And he converts the layup. Powell's got his first points of the night.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. There's the triple. Powell pulls it in. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
They came out the locker room refreshed. I mean, they've been the stronger team since halftime, no doubt.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Here's Simons. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Lillard, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And one thing you talk about with Lillard, great at all times, but absolutely lethal in the clutch.
The Trailblazers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. All free throws good from Lillard. Dallas leading by 5. 1:52 left in the third quarter of the game. Redick passes to Powell. Left side, Redick. Just 5 on the clock. The shot by Powell, no good.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. Gotta get the whole team pumped up.
just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Porzingis is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein, and Josh Richardson subbed in for J.J. Redick. Out to Porzingis. Over Giles. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Trailblazers trail by 3. McCollum dishes to Powell. And the basket is good. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
30 seconds left to play in the third. Doncic passes to Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
McCollum against Doncic. And it's McCollum off the drive. Porzingis with the block. Richardson left side. Pass to Finney-Smith. Count that one.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. The Mavericks on top, leading by 5. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. On the court for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony, and it's Powell in at the small forward position. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Brunson the pass to Powell. Hardaway against Powell. Redick dishes to Cauley-Stein. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Lillard attacking, and then Lillard slams it in.
I love how Lillard takes the initiative on offense. I mean, he's a creative and talented guard who's been absolutely on fire.
Lillard against Brunson. It's Powell on the wing. Outside, Redick. Brunson finds Redick. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Enes Kanter.
And the energy Redick has is what gets him in these calls. I mean, he's difficult to guard sometimes without fouling.
The free throw drops for Redick.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
So for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington comes in for Norman Powell, and it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. Powell with the steal. And they're running. Moving it up. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Wow, at 7 feet tall, Cauley-Stein is a major threat to throw it down. If he gets the ball close to the rim, the D is pretty much toast.
Pass to Covington, back to Lillard, and there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. for the Trailblazers. Nurkic checked in for Cantor, and Jones subbed in for Anthony. Lillard left side. Shoots over Doncic. Portland again missing. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Out to Doncic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Now, here's Richardson. Defense right on him. Just 4 to shoot. Finney-Smith kept alive, and that one's good. Marjanovic.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Trailblazers keep it alive.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Doncic against Jones. Up top, Doncic. Again, the Mavericks score.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Pass to Jones. To the inside. Lillard against Doncic. Lillard left side. Lillard again missing. Mavericks leading by 9. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Well, they're playing well as a unit, taking shots they know they can make and building this lead.
Jones, the pass to Lillard. Shoots over Doncic. Lillard again missing.
Things can turn around in a hurry. I mean, can't they? Last quarter, he was lights out. All of a sudden, nothing's dropped.
But they recover it. The pass to Marjanovic. On the wing, Doncic. Up again. It's good on the putback. Marjanovic has got the lead up to 13 now for the Mavs.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Nurkic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Luka Doncic.
Oh, he's a real menace. Nurkic is 7'1". He's difficult to guard without foul.
And he ends up missing both free throws.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Mavericks.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Luka Doncic.
He was the alpha dog out there tonight. Totally in charge of this game. No matter what the situation was, he was the one to dictate the action.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
Oh, yeah. It's got to be nice to have that combination of height and skill. You know you can get your shot off pretty much against anyone.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. 11-point game. A three-pointer, no good. Marjanovic with it from deep three-point range. It doesn't go for him. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. The Nuggets are not holding anything back in the wardrobe department as they...
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for Denver, they've got Jamal Murray. Jokic is out there with Gordon. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Porter in at the 3. And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Kicks it out to Richardson. Back to Porzingis. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
So it's the Mavericks now. Denver getting their last shot to go. Porzingis kicks to Finney Smith. No good on the triple. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Nuggets. He dishes it to Gordon. In the corner, Murray with it. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Barton. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And Doncic, here we go. That one drops for him.
If he sees a lane to the rim, Doncic will capitalize. Nice drive.
The Nuggets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
Here's Murray following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Jokic, Porzingis with the block.
This guy showing great potential as a rim protector. Porzingis a threat to block shots anywhere, anytime.
And pushing it up, here's Denver. And finished off by Porter.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
The drive by Doncic. That's his 2nd shot and his 2nd basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, that's about decision-making and being comfortable in the pick and roll. For Luka, he's been there and done that.
Murray finds Barton. Back to Murray. And the layup falls. Murray's got 6.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
Now here's Doncic. It's tipped. Jokic with the steal. Porter in the corner. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Murray the pass to Jokic. Now Porter. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. And Doncic throws it down.
What a basketball mind when you think about Luka Doncic. This guy in the break is exploiting defenses.
Murray dishes to Porter. Jokic inside. It's rebounded by Porzingis. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. A miss that time would have put him up.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Here's Finney Smith. Denver grabs the miss.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And Murray, here we go. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
He has not missed a shot in this quarter. They've tried running different things at him, but he's been unstoppable.
Here's Doncic. Banked in off the glass. 8 points for him.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Murray with it. He's got 8. The pass to Barton. Inside, Jokic, and he banks in the layup.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
What a performance by Jamal Murray. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a
selfless. I mean, you need to cure.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Green is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then there's Jamal Murray. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. The Nuggets making a switch here. Bulls checked in. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening. And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
Burke finds Marjanovic. Over Green. They grab their own miss. Hardaway passes to Marjanovic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon. Dallas shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. The first free throw is good. And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid-30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
Murray dishes the ball. Back to Murray. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Now here's Brunson. He's guarded closely. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Marjanovic. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Burke. Pass to McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Brunson. The feed to Cauley Stein. And then Cauley Stein with the jam.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
For Denver, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Pass to McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Brunson kicks to Cauley Stein. Back to Brunson. Redick surveying the D. Traps in the tray. Redick's got the lead up to 2 now for the Mavs.
The focus, the precision, Once Redick gets any airspace to shoot the deep ball, he seizes on the opportunity.
Campazzo. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And here's Brunson. He kicks to Cauley Stein. Back to Brunson. High post, Cauley Stein. And it's Hardaway. It's out the key. And the wide open shot from Redick. The shot, no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Campazzo, Brunson covering, and there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Out to the right wing. Here's Millsap. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Millsap's got his first basket of the night.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Doncic pass. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Wow. What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
Passes to Barton. Outside, Porter. Millsap left side. Doncic with the steal. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Boy, what body control from the Slovenian forward. Doncic comfortable taking on all challengers.
And the pass to Jokic. To the middle. Porzingis with the steal. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Porter. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
Denver shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both free throws. There's 14 seconds left now here in the second. Now, here's Doncic. He's got 10. Three-pointer. And so it's tied as we head to halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you. Jamal Murray had a huge first quarter. He had 10 points, 2 assists, and one of... That's all for now.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. Jokic kicks to Barton. Porter passes to Gordon. Now, here's Jokic. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Murray finds Barton, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. And a minute played as the second half gets going. The Nuggets moving the ball around, and the basket by Gordon.
How about the touch and the under-control nature of what Aaron Gordon is doing close to the cup? That's nice.
To the wing on the left. Pass to Richardson from deep. Rebound by Murray. Nuggets trail. Pass to Jokic. Right side, Gordon. Dishes it to Porter. Shot clock at 5. Lays it up and banks it in.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Passes it to Richardson. Here's Finney-Smith. Now Doncic. 12 points for him. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. So Doncic will go to the free throw line. It's going to go on Will Barton. A different look for Denver. JaVale McGee comes in for Jokic. And it's Green in for Michael Porter. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Marjanovic comes in for Maxi Kleber. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Burke in for Josh Richardson. And there's the pass to Barton. To the paint. Here's Green. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And that one, good. Doncic has got 7 points for the quarter. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference. My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Doncic kicks to Burke. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. Burke's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. The Nuggets trail by 4. Pass to Gordon. Barton the bounce pass. Gordon dishes to McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Back to Hardaway. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
J.J. Redick's checked in for the Mavericks. Jalen Brunson comes in for Doncic. Murray the pass to Gordon. Down low. Millsap dishes to McGee. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
A different look for Denver. Dozier's checked in, and it's Clark in for Murray. Outside for Redick. Here's the 3. Offensive rebound Mavericks. Brunson the pass to Redick. Dallas no good that time either.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
The Nuggets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. The dish to Millsap. Here's Dozier, guarded by Hardaway. Millsap. Dozier passes to McGee. He feeds it to Millsap. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
How many times have we seen Millsap throw it down? We've known about his leaping ability for years.
Thompson with it. Guarded now by Clark. Outside, Redick. Here's Cauley Stein. Changes up. No good on the layup. For the lead, he lays it in. Dozier's got his first basket.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Denver on top, up by 2. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Denver in the lead. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Murray. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
To the paint, here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Out left to the wing. And he overshot that one, missing.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for J.J. Redick. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. The kick out to Porter. To the inside. And Jokic throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Millsap with the steal. And that's an intentional foul. Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleber. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And, guys, they've put the defense on the defensive.
Pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part. Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down, or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Hardaway's checked in.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul.
He misses the free throw.
2 shots.
And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both. Mavericks trail by 10. Here's Richardson. A putback. And it's Denver with the rebound. The Nuggets on offense. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Pass to Jokic. Outside Millsap. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And he makes the first. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
Here's Jokic. The kick out to Barton. Clock at 6. There's the pass to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this. Amazing individual performance, but you'd like to see more guys start to get involved. I don't know if he can do it alone.
Porter against Hardaway. Barton outside. And good that time. Barton's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nuggets.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Doncic against Murray. Jokic kicks to Murray. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Here's Millsap. And the rejection by Marjanovic. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And the Nuggets making a change here. Gordon's checked in. The Mavericks also with a sub. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Marjanovic.
This guy moves so well with the ball in his hands. And Doncic knows how to initiate contact and get himself to the line when he puts it on the deck.
All free throws good from Doncic. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Outside, Porter. Murray outside. Kicks it to Porter. Clock at 4. Pass to Jokic. Goes up from the top of the key. Not going to go that time. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. In the corner, it's Richardson. Over Gordon. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Barton kicks to Porter. From 18 feet away, and he hits the jump shot. And the Nuggets lead by 10.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
So it's the Nuggets winning this. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game. And the task ahead. Soaring high above the Willamette River towards our... And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. We've got Gordon. Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton. Then it's Porter. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the small forward position. Jokic with the bucket. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
And no doubt, Kevin, it can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Lillard with it, out guarded by Barton. McCollum kicks to Lillard. No good from outside. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Barton finds Murray. Pass to Gordon. Now, here's Jokic. And it's Denver scoring again.
That's a pretty smooth release for a 6'10" center on the perimeter.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go. And I can't say I blame him.
And it's Lillard missing.
And there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
McCollum against Barton. Back to Porter. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Murray. Lets it fly from 18. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen. You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
And the basket by Gordon.
Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
The Trailblazers have gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. Lillard outside. For Murray. And the basket by Lillard.
Well, we just see this time and time again from Damian Lillard, a quality decision on the pick and roll.
Murray, the pass to Barton. Murray against Lillard. Makes it off the glass.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Gordon against Lillard. Kicks it out to Covington. Back to Lillard. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Murray dishes to Porter. Murray against Lillard. Porter looking it over. Back to Murray. Shoots over Lillard. And there's Murray on the assist from Porter.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Lillard attacking, and it's sent back by Jokic.
Jokic using all 7 feet there. Good effort by the center.
A different look now for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. McCollum against Millsap. Campazzo. And he misses his first shot. Trailblazers trail by 10. Here's Powell. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
On the wing, Gordon. A 3-ball. No good that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. A nice shot by Simons. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Campazzo. That one, no good. Excellent D from Cantor. Here's Powell. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet.
Melo good at scanning the entire floor, and that's why that time he found the open teammate.
And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but
when I'm training in the summer,
the team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Denver, they've got JaVale McGee. JaMychal Green is out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Will Barton. Passes it to McGee. Millsap trying to get open. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Now there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
McCollum against Barton. Green with the block. Cantor. And Cantor throws it down. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. They've led by as much as 10. Barton in the corner. The pass to Millsap. To the middle. The shot's good from McGee.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment. Goes straight to the rim.
Millsap's against Anthony. Inside. Here's Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
The sheer strength of Cantor really coming through there. Throws it down with intent.
Millsap against Cantor. Here's Barton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Stolen. And now Millsap pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Notice how quick Millsap is in transition. He deserves to get the basket. That's a running big there.
McCollum outside. That one off the back iron and out.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
To the middle. The kick out to Barton. And it's McGee atop the key. And Green slams it in.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. The drive by Anthony. Here's Cantor. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, the D attempted to foul Cantor before he got that shot off, but too late. Results in the and one.
A different look now for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. Norman Powell comes in for Jones. And it's Damian Lillard in for C.J. McCollum. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Gordon comes in for Paul Millsap. Porter's checked in for Green. And it's Jamal Murray in for Barton. Campazzo. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. The Nuggets making a switch here. Dozier's checked in. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. In the corner, Murray with it. Just 5 on the clock. The jump hook. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Porter passes to Gordon. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Lillard with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. And that one's good. Lillard.
And there's the problem. Lillard just too quick and too shifty to stop cold on any dribble drive.
Dozier kicks to Porter. Covington against Gordon. Right wing. Here's Dozier. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
From 10 feet out, Jokic passes to Dozier. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Yeah, you can't leave people open around Jokic, and the offense is set up to have cutters and movement. They'll take advantage of the defense if they sleep.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. That's going to send Damian Lillard to the free throw line. That one on Porter. The Trailblazers have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. The free throw drops for Lillard.
Think about just how much focus Lillard has every year about his drive to be one of the best guards in the league, whether it's recognized or not.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the end. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. Well, what can you say about... And that'll do it for us.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been a clinic so far from Enes Kanter.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell. And it's Nurkic in its center. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Jokic, and it's good for 2. Jokic has got the first basket of the third quarter for Denver.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Nurkic controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And Nurkic does a great job just keeping the motor running.
The Nuggets leading by 4. Martin passes to Murray. On the wing, Porter. Back to Murray. There's the dish to Barton. Murray against McCollum. Murray, the pass to Jokic. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Got a piece of it. Porter dishes to Gordon. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. The offensive rebound. Porter kicks to Murray. Back to Porter. Doubled by McCollum. The kick out to Barton. Pass to Gordon. And finally they hit one. Gordon's got 8.
Well, Will Barton always going full speed. That time finds a bullet pass to a teammate.
Lillard. He has 7. Basket counts. 9 points in the game so far.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. They've led by as much as 10. He dishes it to Gordon. He kicks it to Porter. Back to Gordon. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. 10 points for Aaron Gordon.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Lillard outside. Again the miss by Lillard. The Nuggets leading by 6. Jokic finds Barton. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. A different look now for Portland. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And Jones subbed in for Powell. Paul Millsap's checked in for Denver. JaMychal Green comes in for Michael Porter. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
For the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. And it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. Dishes to Millsap. And Anthony sends it back.
How about Melo rising up quick to that one there? Nice shot block.
Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Damian Lillard.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
Murray outside. Feeds to Millsap. And he lays it straight in.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And Lillard kicks to Kanter. Back to Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Well, he can shoot the three, so defenses have to go out and overplay him, and that's what creates lanes for him to do stuff like that.
Murray right side. Back to Millsap. Over Kanter. Portland grabs the miss. Kanter's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Jones with it. And it's Gordon picking him up, and he makes that one. And now just a 2-point Denver lead.
Melo buries these kind of shots all the time. It seems like there's not a difficult shot in Melo's handbook.
Outside, Green. Pass to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Lillard attacking, and the layup's good off the glass. Lillard's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Yeah, Lillard aggressive in this game so far. Awesome at finding different ways to attack close to the rim.
And so it's Aaron Gordon making things happen for Denver. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with. They've got Clark, Paul Millsap out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Dozier in at the 3 spot. Got a piece of it. 6 to shoot. Campazzo reverses. Second shot opportunity. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Powell with it. Guarded now by Clark. And the dunk by Powell.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
This is a testament to this team's fortitude, never giving up. Folks, we've got a new ball game.
Here's Dozier, and Jones sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. Robert Covington's checked in for Portland. McCollum comes in for Jones. Clark with it. Campazzo covered by Lillard. And McGee kicks to Millsap. A second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Passes it to Millsap. Campazzo. And no good. Good work defensively by Lillard.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Murray against Lillard. Back to McCollum. Jokic with the steal. It's deflected. Stolen by McCollum. Jokic with the steal. Now here's Millsap, and stolen by Lillard. Covington passes to McCollum, and they take the lead. McCollum's got the lead up to 2 now for the Trailblazers.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Now the pass to Jokic. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. McCollum passes to Powell. And now Jokic pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
He's simply staying aggressive right now, and Jokic is ready to shoot at the biggest moments.
Three-pointer, Lillard. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Here's Barton. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
And that's a big shot from Barton when his team really needed one. This guy taking the pressure head on.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 2. There's 1:47 left in the fourth quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Aaron Gordon.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up.
I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Giles comes in for Robert Covington. And Carmelo Anthony has subbed in for Powell. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He knows this has been a hard-fought game. He wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Kevin?
Lillard, right side. And foul on the shot. The coach's challenge has been issued. This game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Lillard misses.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And stolen by Lillard. Got it!
Well, he has that ability, elevates his game in the clutch time. It's Lillard time. He's on point.
Murray outside. It counts.
Yeah, this game is not over when Jamal Murray is still able to play.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here.
Well, somehow they kept possession of the ball after that poor pass. They should be very thankful that wasn't a turnover.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2.
Jamal Murray continuing to play with a fearlessness. Well, important there to have the three-point lead because only a three can tie it up now.
Lillard from outside. No good from three-point territory. Now a timeout called by Portland. They're down by 3. 1 second left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And only one choice here. They need a 3. I'm sure he's going to sub in all of his best shooters. Under 2 seconds remaining. It has to be a catch-and-shoot 3 if they hope to tie it.
And here's McCollum for... What a shot! Amazing!
Unreal.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. And Portland starts out with the ball. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Enes Kanter is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3. Murray, and then Murray with the jam.
Meeting the defense with a tenacious will to score. Murray giving you that effort.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Kicks it to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Jokic with the steal. Here's Porter. Chalk up 2 there. Porter's got his first points of the game.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy, someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
Here's Lillard, and it's sent back by Jokic. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. Nurkic checked in for Portland. Now, as we saw, 4 quarters not enough. We're just over a minute into overtime. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Lillard. McCollum's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers. And here is Murray. At the elbow, Jokic. And stolen by Lillard. And now Covington running the floor all by himself.
Big-time hoop from Covington. He's had to earn everything he's gotten in his NBA career.
Just over a minute and a half played here in overtime. Murray dishes to Gordon. Second chance shot. Murray kicks to Gordon. Barton outside. 4 on the clock. Another shot. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Tremendous display of poise from Gordon. Refused to let the moment get too big.
Here's Lillard.
Oh. That's a tip of the cap there. Always wanting to take the big shot for his team. Lillard makes more than his fair share.
Here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Left side, Gordon. The dish to Porter. Yes!
Just refusing to back down when the spotlight's brightest. Porter outstanding at taking over here in the clutch.
The shot by Lillard wide open. Bullseye!
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Shot from the inbound. It drops. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Murray, not much fear there as he gets amongst the trees, looking in control down low.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Now Lillard, and there's the defensive 3-second call. And the technical free throw is good.
Ice in the veins right there. They're one stop away from winning this thing.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. They had to scrape and claw to push it. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. The bustling city of Portland, Oregon. This is the backdrop. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And for the Trailblazers, Jones is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the 2. Now here's Kanter. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. Yeah. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
And that one's good. Marjanovic.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Here's Lillard. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here's Marjanovic. That's tipped.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Kanter has been much maligned for his work at that end. But he's been making a better effort.
The Mavericks shooting their first foul shot of the game. We played just over a minute here in the first. Doncic with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Porzingis. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
A really smart opening quarter for them at the offensive end. Moving, finding good shots. They're 4 for 5 from the field.
Lillard attacking. The putback. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
The Mavericks have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. Pass to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Out to Doncic. Marjanovic. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Lillard against Doncic. Kicks it out to Covington. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything he can.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Norman Powell's checked in for Anthony Simons. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Lillard. Here's Powell. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Giles comes in for Jones. Simons, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And Damian Lillard subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Now here's Brunson. Cauley Stein in the post. He's covered by Kanter. 5 on the clock. Redick passes to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Oh, man, you better appreciate the unselfishness. When Redick sees an open teammate, as great of a shooter as he is, he's fast at getting him the ball.
Lillard against Brunson.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
Powell, that's good.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
59 seconds left in the first. Three-pointer, Lillard connects from three-point range. Lillard's got 7.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Powell, the pass to Cauley-Stein. Outside for Redick. Back to Cauley-Stein. Dallas moving the ball around. The pass to Brunson. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Simons. And the layup is good.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
There's 18 seconds left here in the first quarter. Runs in the pass to Cauley-Stein. Moves back up. Powell kicks to Brunson. Off target from three-point range. Here's Lillard. He nails it, and we're tied up. 9 points in the game so far.
Now, what more can you say about Lillard's gritty demeanor on the court? I guess contact doesn't bother.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. Even and close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
Robert Covington out there with Jones. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Jones, no luck. Dallas shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. To the inside, Powell with the steal. The drive by Nurkic. And a wide open look for McCollum. Tries again. And Nurkic gets it to go. Nurkic has got the lead up to 2 now for the Trailblazers.
Well, a big reason Nurkic impacts games is for that ability right there. Staying active on the glass at both ends, converting the second chances.
From 11 feet away, Cauley-Stein. That shot misses. And the Trailblazers going the other way. And they go to the intentional foul. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. The shot's good.
You can't forget about McCollum from there, proving once again that he's not just a jump shooter.
Mavericks trail by 4. And here is Doncic. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
McCollum against Marjanovic. Off target at the rim. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Here's Richardson. Sinks that one from the post. Richardson's got it all tied up now for Dallas. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. So Portland ends up going with the new group.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
You know, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
So for the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Canton. Norman Powell comes in for Anthony Simons. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Lillard.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
Giles the pass to Nurkic. Here's Finney-Smith, covered by Anthony. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And putting his long arms there to good use. Porzingis has a large catch radius on those alley-oops.
Doncic against McCollum. Here's Giles. Feeds it to Nurkic. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. To the right side. Richardson kicks to Marjanovic. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And that one's good, Marjanovic. And it's a three-point Maverick lead.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Down low. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Both teams deciding to change it up. Mavericks leading by 3. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Out to Doncic. Passes to Richardson. Marjanovic with it. Damian Lillard pulls it in. Outside, Jones. And Jones slams it in.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
55 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Hardaway. Now, here's Marjanovic. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. A three-pointer is right on target. Doncic has got 5 points in the quarter. Trailblazers trail by 4. Lillard attacking. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
So crafty when driving to the rim. Whether it's scoring or getting to the line, Lillard simply makes the play.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dallas.
Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Doncic. It's deflected.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, no need to rush right.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. The Mavericks shooting their second and third free throws tonight. That free throw good from Doncic.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age.
McCollum outside. Floats one. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And Kenny, along with the incredible production Luka Doncic gives his leadership. And that'll do it.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Boban Marjanovic. He's really playing well.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. They've got Richardson. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Great D that time from Nurkic. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. And he commits the intentional foul. McCollum against Doncic. Here's Giles.
And Porzingis demonstrating there why he's an effective two-way player. Positioning himself well there to just bother the shooter.
Doncic, no good.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout. It's just to try to settle things down.
McCollum deciding where to go with it, so they take the lead. McCollum's got 7 points.
A player of McCollum's size anticipates contact on the drive, which sets him up to outsmart.
Here's Doncic. Lays it up off the glass. Doncic has got the game tied up here for Dallas.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Here's McCollum. And again, it's Portland converted.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Doncic outside. And the dunk by Doncic.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
Here's McCollum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Porzingis. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both
Seattle.
those cities.
Exactly.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. A different look now for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. Jones comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for McCollum. And Dallas also making a switch. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
The Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Brunson against Lillard. Brunson, no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Simons. Up again. It's good on the putback. Jones has got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the 2nd round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Redick dishes to Cauley-Stein. 2 free throws coming up, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
That one good for 2.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Trailblazers leading by 3. And Lillard kicks to Jones. Back to Lillard from past the arc. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Lillard's got 20 points.
I love how Lillard takes the initiative on offense. I mean, he's a creative and talented guard who's been absolutely on fire.
And Covington sends it back.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And now an 8-point Portland lead.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Porzingis comes in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Hardaway. And Josh Richardson subbed in for J.J. Redick. Pass to Powell. The pass to Giles. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
And I like the decision making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
Oh, yeah, and that's just a good read on his part. And as usual, his mid-range jumper is on point.
And here's McCollum for 3. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They've got Jones. Anthony is out there with Nurkic. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. 5 to shoot. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
The putback. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Pass to Powell. Simons surveying the D. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Fires from deep. The shot by Powell, no good. Mavericks trail by 8. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Jones. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons.
And the defensive specialist, Cauley-Stein, is an effective part of this rotation. Now, he must evolve his offensive game more.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Pass to Kanter. McCollum right side. Three-pointer. Cauley-Stein grabs the board.
But not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just one in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2.
And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. McCollum finds Powell. Here's Kanter, and Kanter throws it down.
When you pair Kanter's strong frame with his scorer's mentality, you get a guy that loves it.
Doncic outside. To the paint. Looking for Cauley Stein. He gets it there. Porzingis passes to Cauley Stein. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Enes Kanter.
But that's how you turn defense to offense. Cauley Stein is such an active presence on the court.
So he gets them both. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. They've led by as much as 10. Kanter kicks to Lillard. Kicks it out to McCollum. Just 4 to shoot. There's the feed to Kanter. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
And shooters beware. Cauley Stein is very crafty in how he rises up for the block. So good at catching scores off guard with this wide reach.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 at that basket.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, that's just the mentality you have to have. Not wanting to give the opposition any hope of flowing back into this. And Cauley Stein's teammates want him to take these shots. I mean, because they believe in his shooting ability.
Portland leading by 4. Lillard scanning the floor. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Here's Doncic. And Covington sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. A different look now for Portland. Jones comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum. And Dallas also making a switch. Marjanovic is checked in.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
That's a nice play. Getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
Yeah, he may just have to put a little more arc under that. But either way, it's a tough shot.
It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Kanter's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. There's a minute left in the 4th. Here's Simons. Richardson cover. Lillard with no one around. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Trailblazers.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Damian Lillard.
He was the one dictating the pace tonight, playing up-tempo or slowing it down, but always scoring.
Covington passes to Lillard.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You can tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Well, this one is winding down now. Portland can watch the clock run out. Doncic against Lillard. The 3. Offensive rebound. And so it's Portland winning this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort. And they'll have some minutes to make up for it with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. They've got Porter. Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Gordon in at the 4 spot. And for Dallas, Bogdanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Doncic. Then there's Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Murray, the pass to Gordon. And the rejection by Bogdanovic. Here's Richardson. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Murray against Doncic. And Murray, here we go. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the D has no answer for Murray. Just absolutely ferocious at attacking the basket. And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
Here's Bogdanovic, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations, logged heavy minutes, but, you know, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason.
Now here's Murray. The pass to Jokic, back to Murray. Jokic with it. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. Clock at 6. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is, because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime.
Doncic right side. Here's Bogdanovic, and it's sent back by Jokic. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. And so it's Dallas with it, and it's in there. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Murray finds Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
And you better hammer Jokic to get him off on his shot. The Serbian is a solid 7-footer and laser focused.
Now here's Porzingis. Over Gordon. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Jokic.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be. Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
And Jokic throws it down.
The sneaky athleticism of Jokic reminding everyone that he's capable of hammering it down on those alley-oops.
Now here's Hardaway. The putback, Porzingis on the foul.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
The Nuggets trail by 6. Pass to Murray. Jokic with it. The kick out to Porter. Powell against Millsap. Pass to Jokic. Just 5 to shoot. The shot, no good. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Out to Doncic. Over Murray. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got his second basket of the game.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his first foul. A different look for Dallas. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Powell. Redick comes in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. It's rebounded by Brunson. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Nuggets. Jermichael Green comes in for Paul Millsap. Campazzo. Brunson covering. Campazzo. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now here's Brunson. Down low. Porzingis. Green with the rebound.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Porzingis has got the ball. Now here is McGee. Martin with it. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Redick for 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And that does it for the first quarter. Mavericks. We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team's
mentality of how we play, how we move.
Greg, sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. They've got JaVale McGee. Jermichael Green is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Will Barton. Brunson, good. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
He'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Murray's checked in for Will Barton. Both free throws good from McGee. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Now Brunson goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Campazzo, Brunson covering. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That'll be his second foul of the game. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. Richardson, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And a switcher also for Denver. Paul Millsap's checked in for JaVale McGee. Mavericks leading by 4. Here's Doncic. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
There's a burst that allows Luka Doncic to be effective on his drives. You're not going to catch him standing around. This guy is in attack mode.
Campazzo, Richardson cover. This is to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
You got to feel comfortable when Murray is working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all are next level.
Now here's Powell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Marjanovic, no good. The Nuggets trail by 4. The drive by Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, this is all Aaron Gordon needs, right? Just a little space to run and forget about it.
Doncic feeling it out. The 9-foot shot. Good. Doncic has got 8 points.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
On the wing, Gordon. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Jokic has checked in for the Nuggets. Knocked away. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. Whoa!
Look out.
I mean, that's a rugged play.
That's straight toughness.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Now here's Murray. Here in the second quarter, just under 3. Hammering it in.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Doncic against Millsap, and Doncic gets it to go.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
To a certain extent, you like the aggressiveness, but that's 2 fouls already. Take a step back.
Porzingis, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Redick comes in for Josh Richardson. Now here's Murray. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got 5 points now this quarter.
And just paying attention to the details, it makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
Here's Finney-Smith. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Doncic. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for the Mavericks. The Mavericks have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
Well, Luka Doncic, from the moment he stepped between the lines in the NBA, has flashed incredible potential and skill.
Denver shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Free throw good. Murray. Mavericks making a switch here. Brunson's checked in, and Denver also making a switch. McGee's checked in.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
To the middle. Marjanovic. And it's JaVale McGee with the rebound.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Connects on the open J. McGee's got 6.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Brunson kicks to Marjanovic. It's good. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Floats it up for Jokic. It's been all about Luka.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, Kent, from the get-go, it was Dallas who came out strong. They had the upper hand early, defense and offense.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, we've got Josh Richardson. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Luka Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Doesn't go that time. Now Dallas takes it the other way.
And a tough season a year ago for Aaron Gordon, Doris. Fell short of the output he had the last few years and had a tough time hitting from the outside.
Look, Greg, you're an former NBA player, so you know the history here. Trying to find a rhythm while fighting through injuries is very difficult to do. This guy's got unbelievable athleticism. He's sharpening his skills. I think it's just a matter of time for Aaron Gordon.
Porzingis with the steal. Doncic with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Doncic against Murray. And it's Doncic missing. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. They trail by 6. Here's Gordon. And it's blocked. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. Denver making a switch here. Green's checked in. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And read the plate perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
To the inside. Here's Jokic. Back to Barton. Passes it to Jokic. Deflects the pass. Richardson outside. It's a hand on it. It's good on the putback. Finney-Smith's got the lead up to 8 now for the Mavs.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball, following the score by Dallas. Now the pass to Green, and stolen by Richardson. A pass to Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, go get it, big fella. Porzingis with the skyscraper.
Murray surveying the D. Inside. Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got 11 points. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league, and There's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Doncic, no good.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Here's Green. The layup missed. Mavericks leading by 11. Here's the lob to the hoop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. One-on-one fast break. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Porzingis, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Boy, the aggressiveness in the paint from Porzingis, you know, putting the onus on the officials to make a call. You've got to make them decision makers.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Powell, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. J.J. Redick's checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Now here's Millsap. And finished off by Millsap.
How many times have we seen Millsap throw it down? We've known about his leaping ability for years.
Brunson kicks to Hardaway. Powell, the pass to Hardaway. And here's Brunson. Back to Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. And the wide open shot from Redick. Nailed from three-point land. Redick's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Clark against Brunson. McGee dishes to Clark. Poke loose. And they're pushing it up. Brunson, good. Brunson's got 6 points.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And so it's Dallas with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And Denver will start the 4th quarter with Paul Millsap out there with Aaron Gordon. And there's JaVale McGee. Then there's Jamal Murray. Feeds it to McGee. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. They led by as many as 18 points. Hardaway kicks to Brunson. Redick for 3. The shot, no good.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
To the inside, Millsap. Oh!
Yeah.
Goodness. And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. And then for Denver, Jokic, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Porter comes in for Paul Millsap. And Barton subbed in for Murray. Barton surveying the floor. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, the size is there, but the vertical is what really is eye-popping with Aaron Gordon.
Richardson left side. Dallas moving the ball around. Marjanovic passes to Finney-Smith. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Jokic passes to Barton. He kicks to Gordon. 4 on the shot clock. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Dallas leading by 15. And here is Doncic. Richardson gets a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple. Gordon inside. Pass to Jokic. Mavericks with the rebound.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
No one near Marjanovic as he lets it go. But they'll get another chance. Pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
You know, there's an unselfishness to Luka Doncic and a pretty pass right there.
The Nuggets trail by 17. Passes it to Jokic. Down low. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Marjanovic down low. Jokic defending. For Denver, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. And yes, it's good. Gordon's got 6 here in this quarter.
You've got to stay between Aaron Gordon and the basket, particularly in transition. If you don't, you're toast.
Mavericks leading by 13. Porter with the steal. Right side, Gordon. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists now in this one. Dallas has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Richardson kicks to Marjanovic. Over Gordon. And that one's good. Marjanovic.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Here's Gordon. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Boy, there is a will, a drive. Aaron Gordon showing he wants to be more active on the glass.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Dallas.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Luka Doncic.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Barton finds Jokic. Lets the 3 fly. No good on the shot. Doncic outside. And it's off from three-point range. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Nestled among the peaks of the Rocky Mountains. Both teams tonight dealing with some injury. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3. And for Denver, Porter is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Murray in at the 1 spot. So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. And that one's good, Barton. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
And I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game.
Here's Murray following the score by Damian Lillard. To the middle. Here's Gordon. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
Now, here's Lillard, and he comes up with the deuce. Lillard's got 6 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Murray against Lillard. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this, Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
Here's Murray following the score by Damian Lillard. And that one's good, Jokic.
So good to see Murray, not just as a scorer, but thriving as a passer, too.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Gordon inside. Covington's there. Shot clock at 6. Jokic passes to Murray. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, great hustle from Gordon using his patented vertical to sky up for the board.
Here's Lillard. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 10.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Lillard against Murray. Kicks it out to Gordon. Back to Murray. Takes it from 10, and the jumper is on the mark.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Lillard attacking, and it's sent back by Jokic. Left side, Porter. And there's the pass to Jokic. Nurkic with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. McCollum with the ball.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Now here's Barton. To the paint. Here's Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Passes it to Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
Don't let his height fool you. Lillard can rise up with the best of them.
Barton against McCollum. Right side, Gordon. Barton against McCollum. Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Now, you got to remember, Barton isn't just a scorer. This guy is also superb at finding open teammates.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lillard with it, out guarded by Barton, and then Lillard slams it in.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Murray, the pass to Gordon. Porter against McCollum. Porter kicks to Barton. And the layup's good off the glass. Barton's got his second basket.
Barton doesn't back up now. He really takes on challenges. Even when you rough up Barton, he's going to fight through contact and make it hard for you.
It's all... When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him.
I think in the past, anytime
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn, if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
On the court for the Trailblazers, Anthony is out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the one. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Paul Millsap picks one up. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
Campazzo, he's covered by Kanter.
Oh,
the power on that prudent.
I think McGee's been working on that one. I mean, you don't just come up with that off the top of your head, boy. You got to think that one through.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Anthony. McGee with the block. Jones against Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Nice to see Murray take it strong to the rack. Pretty good finisher he is inside. Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
Now here's Murray, and the shot is good. And it's a 3-point Nugget lead.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Green against Jones. It's Powell on the wing. Back to Jones. 6 to shoot. Kanter trying to free himself up. And the basket by Jones. Jones has got 5 points in the quarter.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Back to Murray. Campazzo is covered by Kanter. Here's McGee. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Hey, there's a reason why he shoots such a high percentage, guys. I mean, he picks smart shots, high-quality shots, and close shots that he takes.
Here's Simons. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Millsap. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
2 points. That one goes.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And Denver has possession. Portland making their last shot. Inside. McGee's shot is off. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. Powell finds Jones. Here's Simons. And the 3 off target. The Nuggets trail. And Murray. Here we go. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Murray's got 8.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Here's Simons. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Millsap. He dishes it to McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
You know, all McGee needs, guys, is good positioning. Once he has that, dunking the ball is elementary.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Simons. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
McGee dishes to Porter. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. A pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on. And that.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic. Then it's Porter. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Barton in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Denver. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin. And I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right
now. No, we don't do that part.
Portland trailing here. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Now here's Porter. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Great look, but off the mark.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
But they get it back. They get it again and finished off by Nurkic.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Murray, the pass to Porter. Back to Murray. Pass to Jokic. And the call on the shot. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Lillard following the score by Aaron Gordon. Count it. Lillard's got 6 in the quarter.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Murray outside. Goes up on the high post. And it's Jokic missing. And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. It's a 1-point game. And he makes good on the layup. Lillard's got 22 points.
Major props to Lillard there. Terrific focus to get hit on that shot and still deliver.
Murray against Lillard. Murray dishes to Barton. And the pass to Jokic. Buries it down low. Jokic has got 6 points.
Jokic has the ability to score from just about anywhere, but he's most dangerous inside. Tremendous skill in the painted area.
Outside, Covington. Lillard attacking over Jokic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Jokic.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And Jones subbed in for Pop. To the inside. And Anthony sends it back. Here's Lillard. The second chance effort. And the layup is good. 26 points for him.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now, here's Clark. To the middle. And no good that time. Anthony with the defensive effort. Cullen passes to Jones. This one for 3. C.J. McCollum. And that's good. And now it's an 8-point Portland lead.
Potent with and without the ball. McCollum is a tremendous spot-up shooter.
Campazzo covered by Lillard. Clark against McCollum. Clark kicks to Dozier. 4 on the clock. That one goes in.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Lillard from outside. And it's Denver with the rebound. McGee's got his 5th rebound in this one. Clark for 3. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
And he makes all 3. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Trailblazers. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, we've got C.J. McCollum. Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release and elite score.
Campazzo, Millsap trying to get open. That shot, no good. And the Trailblazers going the other way. And a wide open look for McCollum. That three off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 5. The feed to Barton. Another shot. Kicks it out to Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
He gets it in there.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
The drive by Gordon. And Jones sends it back. McCollum left side. Here's Anthony. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. And it's Powell in for Anthony Simons. Here's Murray. Banked in off the glass.
Even at 6'5", that's not a giant by any means. Murray elevates high inside for these buckets. He's a high percentage shooter down low for sure.
Here's McCollum. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And the Trailblazers lead by 7. Murray dishes to Barton, passes it to Gordon. Back to Barton. And the shot goes in.
Nice job by Barton that time, using the pick and roll. He's somebody that you can depend on to make solid decisions.
Here's McCollum. Porter pulls it in. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 5. Gordon, the pass to Barton. Back to Gordon. Stolen by McCollum. Fast break, here we go. Here's Powell, and it's sent back by Jokic.
Need more of this from Jokic. When he's active on defense, he's a capable shot blocker.
And it's Gordon with the finish.
Good to see Gordon coming through with the big basket. I mean, he's no stranger to these high-intensity moments.
And here is Powell. Nurkic trying to get open.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
You give Gordon a chance to get out and run, give him room. I mean, this guy can cover ground in a hurry. You got to close out on him early, or he's going to make you pay for it.
Cullen passes to Covington. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. Have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Powell down low. He's covered by Murray.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Jokic has great size and mobility, very good at forcing the defense's hand and drawing the foul.
A different look now for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic, and it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
Lillard, yes!
Somebody's really lit the fuse for Damian Lillard.
23 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Porter dishes to Murray. The kick out to Porter. Jacks up a three, and play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
Sometimes it's just better to concede a rebound instead of fighting through the guy and getting called for over the back.
Yeah, I agree, and you've got to have a sense of when you're not going to be able to get to the ball. That just wasn't a smart foul.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. They break the... David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do